Hello and welcome. Today we will be covering how to complete the square using subtraction, x squared minus bx. Now I've already done a video, x squared plus bx, so make sure you watch that one before you watch this one. The same principles apply. What does x squared look like? I have it right here. It's a square where each side has length x. Let's put it right here. This is our x squared. And we'll even label it as well. This right here, from there to there, that is x. And this right here, this is length x. This is our x squared. Now what does negative bx look like? It's a rectangle whose height is x and whose side length is negative b. Now you'll remember when we previously completed the square, what we did is we cut this in half and we pasted half of it here and half of it here. We'll do almost the same. We'll cut it in half, but we'll have to subtract it because of this negative. So we take it like this, and we get whatever we want, scissors, snippers, whatever, or the old karate chop. Yeah! And I have it, it's cut in half. Negative bx over 2 and negative bx over 2. That makes our negative bx. Now, I'll put them out here to start off with, but this isn't the destination for them. What we need is we really need to subtract it. So how do we do that? We have to make a cut. We place this over here perfectly, and then we are going to slice it right there. So now I'll get my scissors and I'll slice it. This is our x squared minus bx over 2. But we still have one more to chop off. So what we'll do is we have to chop this one off here too, but it leaves a little bit left over. So we'll get my pen and I'll mark it where I have it left over. So I have it left over right here. So I'll need to make sure I cut that part, but I also need to give it a good chop right here. Now I have to chop this part off from here. And I can paste it right there. I still have to subtract this one off, which means I have to cut it. So I'll cut it here and here. So now, let's take a look at what are the dimensions of this almost square. From here to here, that would be x, but we don't have that anymore. We have x minus b over 2. So this whole thing is, from here to here, this is x minus b over 2. And same up here. From here to here, it's x, but from here to here, it's b over 2. So we have to have x minus b over 2. Now, this is almost a square. We have a little piece missing. What do we have to add? What we had is, remember, our original square looked like this. And this here is b over 2. This is b over 2. when we took off bx over 2, we were left with this. When we took off another bx over 2, we were left with this plus this left over. This is b squared over 4. This and this are the same size. Convince yourself of that. I have my b squared over 4. I can put that right here, and that will complete the square. Perfect, beautiful square. This is complete if we add b squared over 4. Now what you'll notice is when we did completing the square with addition, when we had x squared plus bx, we still had plus b squared over 4. So here what we add on to it is the same thing. These are two fun examples of completing the square, whether your middle coefficient is positive or negative. It is easier if it's positive, but if you want to have fun, I think the negative is the way to go. But the important thing, when you complete the square, you have to add b squared over 4. Hooray! Hooray!